Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurinmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nitya-nanda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. My humble obeisances to all the devotees here who have been coming every day to hear Krishna Katha. Today we'll be discussing another beautiful episode from Srimad Bhagavatam. Yesterday we have seen the story of Bharat Maharaj, which is basically a story of a sadhaka who became distracted in his bhakti. What happened to him, what are the consequences, and how Krishna is still merciful upon him. We have seen that. Even though he was distracted in bhakti, still Krishna is merciful. Even in dear body, Krishna gave him human consciousness, remembrance of his past life, and ultimately he attained Krishna. Today we are discussing the story of another great devotee, Gajendra. I think all of you must be aware of Gajendra's past life. You know, right? Who was in his past life? Indradyumna Maharaj. He was Indradyumna Maharaj in his past life. Because of some unpleasant circumstances, he was cursed to become an elephant. Indradyumna Maharaj very responsibly ruled the kingdom, and he retired, just like Bharat Maharaj only. So, in the forest, he was worshipping the Lord, and one day Agastya Muni came. Agastya Rishi came along with his disciples to Indradyumna Maharaj's place, but Indradyumna Maharaj was absorbed in his worship. He did not welcome Agastya Rishi. And Agastya Rishi felt that hey, you are not having any etiquette. You don't have the basic courtesy to welcome a Brahmana says who came to you, and you are simply sitting there like a dull elephant. I curse you to become an elephant. He became an elephant. So now our story begins. I will not elaborate on that story, Indradyumna Maharaj story. After Indradyumna Maharaj became an elephant, the king of all elephants, Gajendra, in the forest, what happened to him is our subject matter for discussion today. So Gajendra, he was the king of the entire forest. Even the smaller animals like foxes and jackals, they fear Gajendra and they survive by the mercy of Gajendra. And also, Gajendra had so many associates, so many female elephants, so many male elephants, so many children, baby elephants. All of them are surrounding Gajendra, following Gajendra like an entourage. And Gajendra is happily living in the forest, enjoying his power, enjoying his greatness, enjoying his influence, enjoying his domination over everything else. This Gajendra is enjoying great power, completely absorbed in his new identity. Now, by the influence of Maya, the conditioned soul becomes completely absorbed in his new identities. Gajendra never thought that he was Indrajamna Maharaj in the past. We saw Bharat became an animal in the next life. Indrajamna Maharaj also became an animal in the next life. One became deer, one became elephant. But the speciality of Bharat Maharaj is that he got distracted in bhakti, but he did not offend any devotee. He was not cursed by any devotee, right? And he remembered his past life. But in the case of Indrajamna Maharaj was cursed by a sage, Agastya Rishi, and now he did not remember his past life at this moment. He was completely absorbed in his identity, new identity as elephant. That's what Maya does to all of us. Somehow Maya influences us to think that we are so and so. Maya makes us forgetful of our past lives. Krishna makes us forgetful of our past lives. Mattaha smritir jnanam apohanam cha. And Maya makes us forgetful of current life also. What to speak of past life? There are some things that are worth remembering. Okay, past life identity we may forget, but there are some things which are worth remembering. Those are moments of gratitude. When somebody helps us, we should remember it, right? We should not only remember the help that we received, we should also reciprocate with them and help them in return, right? So we need to remember the help that we received, remember the guidance that we received, remember all the blessings that we have received. We can't be ungrateful. Some things are worth remembering, but Maya makes us forgetful of all our past positions, situations. Sometimes it's good, but not every time. And Maya makes us completely get absorbed in our current identity, new current identity as something, and they suffer. So somebody is very poor. Somehow he worked hard and came to a very high financial status, for example. He should not forget his past. If he comes to a high status and starts becoming proud, that pride will again bring him back to square one or make him even more degraded. So it's good to work hard and come to a high position, but there we need to be humble. We can't be proud. We can't be arrogant. Just imagine somebody's climbing a ladder. Did you ever climb a ladder? Say if somebody is climbing a ladder, so 50 steps are there in the ladder. You know ladder, right? Only elevators and steps are there. So ladder also exists. Do you know ladder? You know, very good. So you climbed 2-3 steps. Somehow you are unable to balance and you fell down. What will happen? Nothing much will happen. Only 2-3 steps. You can just nicely balance yourself and then you can be a little more careful later. So you went to 10th step. You gained some confidence. Initially you did not have that confidence, but somehow you carefully went to 10th step. You felt, oh, wow, I can do it. I can do it. I did not fear. Then from 10th step, you went to 20th step. You become even more confident. From 20th step, you went to 30th step. Then that confidence becomes overconfidence. And from there, you went to, say, 35th step. That overconfidence became pride or arrogance. Then you went to 40th step. That pride, overconfidence, and arrogance became inattentiveness in that elevated position. And there, if you become inattentive at the 40th step and fall from there, definitely we'll break our hand or leg or head or something like that, isn't it? Falling from 2nd or 3rd step doesn't cause great damage, but falling from 40th step will definitely cause greater damage. Therefore, the more we are becoming senior, and the more we are becoming more experienced or recognized as experienced devotees, the more we need to be careful. The more Maya may attack us. And from there, if we digress or deviate or get distracted or becoming proud or arrogant or look down upon people, we'll fall down. When we look down upon others, we'll fall down. Simple. I am so great. We should understand where we were some time back. Anyways, this is about an inflated false identity of the conditioned soul that can make one proud and fall down. But now, let's come back to the story of Gajendra. At this moment, Gajendra is completely absorbed in his current identity as an elephant. He doesn't remember what has happened in the past, what made him an elephant. Bharat Maharaj remembered his past life as a pure Vaishnava and remembered his current condition as a deer, and he regretted, repented for it, meditated on the Lord, remembered Krishna. But Gajendra doesn't have a remembrance of his past condition. In the past, he was a very elevated Vaishnava, but currently, he's an elephant. But because as an elephant, he has so much power and strength and control over others, he is thinking that I'm so great now. He is finding pride in his elephant body. Actually, he should remember that I have been a great Vaishnava. But he forgot that and is taking pride in his elephant body. You understand? That's what Maya does. We become totally absorbed in our current identities. So with that absorption, Gajendra was just going inside the forest. In the Trikuta mountain area, there is Milk Ocean. There is a nice garden called Ritumat Garden. And there is a beautiful lake. Gajendra went along with all the elephants and entered the lake and started playing in the waters of the lake. He was sucking that water from the lake and splashing that water on his friends and family members and wives and children. It takes some effort because we have never been an elephant. Anyone here? You have been an elephant? You must have been, but we don't remember our past lives. We are absorbed in our current identities as human beings. But it takes some effort for an elephant to suck water. Once or twice it may be exciting, but it takes some effort. But Gajendra did not mind that effort. With great enthusiasm, sucking water and splashing that water on his family members. Did not mind the effort. Somehow Acharya is right here that although a conditioned soul has to work so hard to maintain his family, to maintain his status, to enjoy or to have a picnic or to have a retreat, there's some effort that goes in. Whether it is traveling effort or spending money, especially working so hard, taking care of securities, this and that, it's an effort. But he did not mind that effort because he is looking for that little joy of spending time with his family, Therefore, he don't mind this effort. And aspiring for that little material joys, the conditioned soul completely gets lost in this Maya, in this material world, and forgets to take shelter of Krishna. So, anyways, Gajendra is doing that. At this moment in Gajendra's life, he had power, he had followers, he had strength, he had happiness, he had influence, he had domination over others, everything he has. He is feeling satisfied, content with his life, very happy with whatever he had. But Maya works in a very peculiar way. When we feel that everything is going on well, all my plans are getting fulfilled, I'm getting what I want, I'm happy, I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm excited, etc., etc. Suddenly a calamity comes. Right? We may feel I'm very comfortable and happy in this life, but an unexpected calamity comes at that moment. That's what happened in Gajendra's life. He was very happy, secure, strong. But suddenly an angry crocodile came and caught his leg within the water. There are 100 elephants there. But Gajendra's leg only was stuck in a crocodile's jaw. The crocodile could have caught Gajendra's son, or daughter, or wife, or friend, or family member, or a minister, someone. But the crocodile went and caught Gajendra's leg only. Although there are 10 or 20 or 100 elephants there. Why this happens? Sometimes when an unexpected calamity comes in our lives, we may question, why me? Why me? Why me? You deserve it. Right? We should have the art of acceptance. We should try our best to protect ourselves, but we should be ready for the inevitable. We should know the importance of accepting things the way they come in our lives. So Gajendra was caught. Now you may be moving around with some money in your pocket. So you have $100 in your pocket. Your friend has $200 in his pocket. Someone else has $500 in his pocket. Dollars are what is called? Dinar. KD. KD is in your pocket. A thief comes and steals from your pocket only. Why it happened? We deserve it. Right? There, of course, you have to catch the thief. You have to catch the thief, you have to punish the thief, you have to recover your money, all that you do responsibly. But just reflect on these things. Although your friend has $200, dinar or KD, whatever you may call, your friend has so much money, more money than you, double, 5 times more money, 10 times more money than you in his pocket, and he's right next to you. Still, the thief came and stole your money only. Why not his major money? Why I am the chosen person? Right? He could have taken from anyone, right? But why it's me only? Why me? Why me? Why me? Nothing happens randomly. There's a divine arrangement. There's law of karma. Krishna is overseeing our activities. Krishna understands how much happiness to give to somebody, how much distress to give to somebody. Krishna knows it very well. So Gajendra's leg was only caught. No one else's leg was caught. Now, Gajendra tried to release himself. There is confidence. Even if some difficulty comes, I can overcome this difficulty. There is some confidence in Gajendra. Sometimes with our power, with our influence, with our money, with our whatever, we can counteract the problems that we get. Good, it's good. But sometimes our power and influence is insufficient to counteract the problem. We may not be able to address the problem even 1% or 2% also with all our 100% of energy. Right? So lockdown came 6 years back, 2020, March, around this time. What could the world do? Nobody could do anything. Even now, what are we able to do? Nothing. Surrender to the situation. When the situation is beyond your control, surrender to the situation and surrender to Krishna in that situation. First, surrender to the situation. Second, surrender to Krishna in that situation. And take that situation as an opportunity to intensify your surrender to Krishna. Intensify your remembrance of Krishna. Intensify your service to Krishna. That's all we should do. And that's all we can do. And that's the most practical thing to do. Some problems may come. They may leave immediately. If some fever comes or some other problem comes, okay, in 2-3 days you are cured. If some other chronic problem comes, even after 1 year, you have to suffer for the same problem. 2 years, 10 years. Sometimes the doctor may say, you have to suffer like this for the rest of your life. Every day you need to take 1 tablet. No other way. Some problems are permanent. Although the world itself is not permanent, life itself is not permanent, under the umbrella of this temporariness, there is some permanence of a problem. Gajendra must be expecting, let this crocodile catch me, no problem. It may leave after 1 hour. It will get bored after 5 minutes. It will leave. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 10 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 10 days passed. When February 20th, when we heard this news on Madhav's birthday, so devotee was saying, in 2 days it will be happening. Things will be all right in 2 days. Maximum 2 days. 2 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Days are passing. Now it's 11th day. 12th day. 12 days passed. Okay. But for 12 is also okay. I was thinking, okay, I was getting these promises from the promises, some guesses from devotees, 2 days, 3 days, 1 day, 2 days. Okay, I can go back by Gaur Purnima. Gaur Purnima passed. Okay, I can go back in 2-3 more days. At least I can go back before my parents' initiation. No, things are passing, but hardly anything is happening. So sometimes the problem can exist for a longer time. In Gajendra's case, it's not 10-12 days like us. Ours is insignificant. In COVID time also, we were thinking, hoping, 1 month, 2 months, 5 days, 10 days, 2 years, right? Almost 2 years, the world was in lockdown, almost, with limited going out of the doors. And somebody is suspected, then they are put in quarantine for 2 weeks. 2 weeks inside, lockdown. I was also locked for quarantine 2 weeks. Therefore, this is not quarantine. This is like quarantine, but it doesn't affect me. I'm in my own world, right? It didn't affect me so much. But Gajendra's problem did not last for 10-12 days. Gajendra's problem did not last for 2 years, like COVID. Gajendra struggled for 1,000 years. 1,000 years. If some of you are getting overwhelmed by this current situation, remember Gajendra. Coincidentally, we are discussing Gajendra's story today. Morning, yes, saying some options. Okay, we'll do Gajendra's prayers, I said. But now, sometime back, he came and told me and said, this may be our last class, physical class in this visit. Oh, really? Good. Gajendra is an apt example. Gajendra's story is very good to conclude with. Gajendra struggled for 1,000 years. He was thinking and hoping that crocodile may leave me after 2 days or 3 days or 10 days or 1 month or 2 months or 1 year or 2 years or 10 years, a decade, a century passed. 10 centuries passed, still it's not leaving once. Problem can be that permanent. And by the way, it happened in the upper planets. Much longer duration. So Gajendra struggled. If Gajendra was caught by the crocodile on the land, Gajendra would have made a chutney out of the crocodile in 5 minutes. Gajendra would have trampled. 1 leg is caught, remaining 3 legs are there, right? Why remaining 3 legs? There are 100 elephants around. 100 into 4. 400 legs on one crocodile. Chutney. right? Powder, paste, pulp. But Gajendra was caught inside the water. Can you just imagine? Gajendra was caught inside the water. Just because you are powerful on the land, you cannot exercise that power in the water. Similarly, we may be powerful, influential at some place, but we may not be powerful and influential at all places. Right? At home, you may have some power. Whatever you say, your family members may agree. You go to office. Oh, boss has all power. Sometimes in the office, you may have all power. All your subordinates are surrendering to you. When you come to home, right, someone else has the power. Any experiences? You don't have to tell, just reflect on them. Right? At home, someone else may overpower. Even the CEO of a company also may come home and then they may have to submit to their child. A 10-year-old child can dominate. You dominate sometimes, Adi Lakshmi? Your parents sometimes? Sometimes child takes the center seat. I went one home. There's a 3.5 to 4-year-old girl in the home. And the other 3 family members, she did not allow anyone to speak. She was only speaking. What she speaks, half of it we cannot understand, but she is constantly speaking to me. Something, constantly engaging me. When I will look in different direction also, she will just give attention to me. Right? I am here. You can't go somewhere else. You can't look somewhere else. Hardly 4-year-old child, but she's dominant in the entire home. So, just because you are powerful and influential at one place, that does not mean you can be influential and powerful at all places. Gajendra was powerful on the land. He's the king. He's Indra, Gajendra on the land. But inside the water, Gajendra is insignificant. Gajendra is pulling the crocodile outside water, and the crocodile is pulling Gajendra inside water. And this war is going on forever, for a long, long time. So, but Gajendra was a land animal. Gajendra was not getting its food while struggling. You are already struggling so hard. You are not getting any nourishment from any other place, any other source. And on the top of it, the enemy of Gajendra, crocodile, because inside the water, crocodile is getting nourished. It's its place, right? Water is its place. So crocodile is getting nourished. So Gajendra is becoming very weak, physically, mentally, emotionally. In all ways, Gajendra is becoming very weak. Prabhupada writes a brilliant purport in the 8th canto, 2nd chapter, in Gajendra episode only. Prabhupada says, in our struggle, when we start spiritual life, when we start the path of Krishna consciousness, we have declared a war against Maya. We have declared a war against Maya. In this war, we are supposed to keep ourselves in a strong situation. Now, Gajendra is inside the water, not a very natural place for Gajendra. Therefore, he is unable to fight with the crocodile. If Gajendra is on the land, he could have fought well with the crocodile. Similarly, in our life also, we need to choose our external situations in such a way that we can battle against Maya more effectively. Sadhana, spiritual life means war against Maya. Maya wants us to keep us engaged. Maya wants to keep us engaged in sense gratificatory activities, in illusory engagements for the whole life. That is Maya's role. Constantly tempting us, alluring us, distracting us. That is Maya's role. So, when we are practicing spiritual life, we are trying to come out of the clutches of Maya. We are trying to come out. Maya is trying to swallow us like a python, and we are just escaping by taking the holy names of Krishna, by reading Bhagavatam, by hearing devotees, by associating with devotees. We are going out of our clutches. And the more we are becoming serious in bhakti, the more Maya will attack us. Don't think that because I have been practicing for 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, I'll be safe and secure. Yeah, from one sense, there is safety and security because of the prolonged practice of bhakti. But even the most experienced practitioners of bhakti also are can become victims of maya, can become victims of distraction. Vadanti vishwam kavayasmanashwaram pashyanti chadhyatma vido vipaschitah tathapi muhyanti tavajamaya suvismitam krityamajam natosmitam. Vadanti vishwam kavayasmanashwaram. You can read first, 5th canto of Bhagavatam, 18th chapter, 4th sloka, I think. You see, Vadanti Vishwam Kavayasmanashwaram Pashyanti Chadhyatma Vido Vipaschitaha. Vipaschitaha, very experienced people, very powerful people, very elevated scholars, philosophers who are convinced about the temporary nature of this material world, who can even convince others also about the temporary nature of this material world. Even such people also can be thoroughly bewildered by Maya. Tathapi muhyanti tavaja mayaya. Maya can thoroughly bewilder even them also. What to speak of struggling sadhakas? We can never underestimate the power of Maya. Maya can distract us at any time. In the case of Gajendra, Gajendra was a powerful animal. Gajendra had a physical strength. Maya came in the form of a crocodile to defeat the physical strength of Gajendra. Now, when somebody is practicing bhakti, there is the strength of their sadhana. So with the strength of their sadhana, if it is sincere, if it is consistent, if it is unmotivated, they can fight against Maya also. But if our sadhana is weak, if you are not sufficiently strong, then Maya can easily defeat us. We are battling against Maya. Our opponent, our enemy is not so feeble. Our opponent is very powerful. We are fighting against someone who is very, very powerful. So we need to be more attentive in our practice of sadhana, more absorbed in our sadhana. Sadhana, seva, all spiritual practices basically, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. And to be able to effectively do sadhana, we need to choose the right place. We need to choose the right ambience. Sometimes practicing sadhana in one kind of ambience could be very austere. In another ambience, it's easier. You must reflect. You reflect in your own lives. What are some of the best days or best places where you did your sadhana nicely, where you felt more Krishna conscious? You just reflect in your own life. So which are those moments, or which are those places, or which are those people in whose company I could practice bhakti well? You can figure it out. Sometimes when we are in certain company, good association, good sangha, there we can do our sadhana and seva better. We can be more Krishna conscious, we can be much happier. But in some places, our energy gets depleted because of the ambience there, because of the negativity there, because of whatever nature of work there. Therefore, we need to choose the right association, like-minded association, sajatiya, like-minded association, right place, right company, right engagement, right service. Sometimes you have taken up a service in a spiritual community, but you are struggling to do that service. You are unable to do that service. You are unable to be Krishna conscious in that service. There's nothing wrong in choosing to perform another service. You express your struggle. Oh, this service I'm unable to handle. If you're unable to handle any service, that's a different thing. But I'm telling, there may be some 10 items, 10 kinds of services. You choose the most compatible service to you. Of course, when you're handling a difficult service, you can be more prayerful and you can become more dependent on Krishna while doing that service. That is good from one perspective. But although you are trying so much to do that difficult service and you are unable to do it, You are not becoming more prayerful and dependent, you are becoming more desperate and distracted and disheartened and disappointed and demotivated and depressed. Better take up another engagement where you can serve better. Getting right? So Prabhupada writes there that we should place ourselves in a situation where we can comfortably fight against Maya. He's speaking primarily about ashram in that context. Just because there are some people who entered renounced order, but they could not follow the principles of renounced order for whatever reason. So Prabhupada says, okay, fine, you can enter family life and then continue your bhakti there. Performing bhakti is more important, not ashram. So that's what Prabhupada was mentioning there. But to expand this thought, we need to choose the right kind of association, right kind of engagement, right place, which is more compatible with us to perform our bhakti. What's the point of keeping ourselves in a very, very tough situation and becoming overly anxious that we are unable to focus on our sadhana? Sometimes tough situations and austerities will help us progress in bhakti better, right? But sometimes those austerities and tough situations will distract us from bhakti. You see, you figure out. Prabhupada writes, Prabhupada keeps bhakti very personalized. Means what is trouble for you need not be trouble for someone else. What is comfortable for you may not be comfortable for others. Now you figure out what is comfortable for you. Because Gajendra could not fight with crocodile because Gajendra is in the water. The same Gajendra is on the land, and if a crocodile attacks, Gajendra could have fought very easily. So we also are fighting against Maya. So what is the best situation for us to fight against Maya? If the warrior doesn't have a proper seat, proper chariot, he cannot position himself properly to just pick up arrows and then shoot arrows, then he cannot fight properly. At least when you are fighting, you should have a chariot, you should have a chariot driver, you should be stationed in the proper place, you're able to aim the target nicely. If you're upside down, how can you fight? So that's why in the Vedic culture, mattam, pramattam, annattam, shuptam, balam, striyam, jadam. So we should not fight with a warrior who is not in a chariot, who does not have weapons, who is fearful. Even battling against an unequipped warrior is also wrong in Vedic culture. So we are like warriors. All of us are warriors, declaring a war against Maya. So we need to keep ourselves in a comfortable situation. Are you able to relate with it? Are you able to understand this? Okay, good. So now, Gajendra was in a situation where he understood, I am unable to protect myself with my own power, with my own strength. And all my fellow elephants there, standing on the shore, they are crying for me for 1,000 years. They could not do anything. There may be so many people in this world who have genuine affection for us. They're concerned about our welfare. They're inclined to help us, but they don't have the ability to help us. And there are some people who have ability to help us, but they don't have the intention to help. They don't have the intention to help us. They don't have the ability to help, or they don't have the inclination to help, although they have the capacity to help. They have capacity, but they have no compassion. And there are people, they are very compassionate, but they don't have capacity. Someone from Melbourne called me a couple of days back. 10 days back only. How can I help you? What can I ask? Yesterday, somebody from Sydney called. Any help needed? Pray, Prabhu. That's all. I mean, they are feeling that I need help, but I'm in my own world. I'm writing. Someone from US calls. Many from India, they call. So, I mean, all of them have great affection and inclination to help, but situation is not in their control to offer any help. That is the condition of all the elephants outside. Standing on the shore, concerned about Gajendra, they had love and affection for Gajendra, they had compassion on Gajendra, but no capacity to enter the water and fight with the crocodile. They're just sitting there and crying. And there are great devatas. It's happening in the upper planets, right? There are devatas watching from their balcony seats, galleries in the upper planets. They're watching. Oh, how is this elephant fighting? A wonderful fight. The cricket matches now, cricket match, hockey match. There are two teams and they're fighting. A wrestling match. In those days, wrestling matches. Vedic culture, wrestling matches are more prominent, not cricket matches. We have never seen cricket in cricket or other hockey, this and that. We had seen kabaddi, wrestling, hide and seek. Krishna used to play all these games. So they have never seen a battle or fight between a crocodile and an elephant. So they are sitting there and watching happily. Wow, nice match, nice match. How long it will go? 1,000 more years. No problem. We'll enjoy. We have time. There is somebody watching a movie. What's the duration of the movie? 2 hours. Okay. Someone says 3 hours. Oh, 3 hours? Oh, good. 1 hour extra entertainment. Although the fight is happening for 1,000 years, the others are simply watching the fight. Very nice. Excellent. Who will pull the partner out? Gajendra will pull crocodile out. Crocodile will pull Gajendra inside. So they are just analyzing and all. All of them had the ability to help Gajendra. They could have come with their weapons and killed the crocodile, or at least they could have taken out Gajendra outside the water. But nobody came to help. They had capacity, but they did not have compassion. And these elephants, they had compassion, but they had no capacity. All the devatas, they had ability, but no intention. And these elephants, they had intention, but no ability. Who has both? Krishna. Only Krishna has both. So, in our life also, when somebody is inclined to help us in some way, we can acknowledge their emotion. We can definitely thank them for their genuine emotion. And when someone does not have the ability to help us, we can understand their disability. And if someone is not inclined to help us, we can understand that I cannot get help from anybody. They are not obliged to help me. I'm not entitled to seek help or assistance from everybody. Let me just accept the situation. So that way, we need to be ready for the inevitable. Just because somebody has the ability to help, they need not help. Don't expect. In this world, expectations often lead to frustration. When I have undue expectation from somebody, that expectation will lead to frustration. Inevitably. Reasonable expectations are okay, but unreasonable expectations are very detrimental for our own peace of mind. What's a reasonable expectation? You go to a restaurant and offer one pizza, one dosa. He's expected to give it to you in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, something like that. He's keeping you waiting for 1 hour. He's serving everybody, not coming to you. What will you do? Will you tolerate? I should tolerate. I should not expect anything. But you paid the bill. There's nothing wrong in saying, "Hey, bring it fast. I have something else to do. I can't wait for you for 1 hour for pizza." So there are some reasonable expectations, that's fine. But unreasonable expectations are when we expect someone to help us, although they are not obliged to help. They may have the ability, that's a different thing. How they want to use that ability, it's according to their independence. You can't dictate them. Because you have ability, you should help. You cannot dictate them. We cannot have that sense of entitlement. So we should just have only reasonable expectations. Even that also, if you reduce, that's good. Never have unreasonable expectations from others. Because an unreasonable expectation will lead to frustration. But if you don't have any unreasonable expectations from others, still if they help us, we can become grateful. We can become very grateful. even the little help that others do, you become so overwhelmed with gratitude when you don't have an expectation. But when you have an undue expectation, even if they offer whatever help that they could offer, still you become frustrated. Arey, he could have done more. He gave this much only. He could have given me 2 hours. He gave only 10 minutes. He has no kindness. Because you expected 2 hours from him, time. He gave only 2 minutes. You are frustrated. If you don't expect anything from him, even those 2 minutes also will feel gratitude in your heart. You understood this? Expectation, undue expectation, unreasonable expectation will lead to frustration inevitably. But keeping our expectations in check, adjusting our expectations will lead to gratitude. Now it's up to us whether we want gratitude in life or frustration in life. You decide. What do you want, gratitude or frustration? Gratitude. Okay. To have gratitude in life, what should we do?
Check the expectation.
Don't have unreasonable expectations. Adjust your expectations. Don't expect. First thing is, don't expect more than your requirement. Second, even within your requirement also, don't expect from people, especially when they're not obliged to fulfill your need. What obligation do they have? Is it their duty to help you in certain way? So, anyways, Gajendra is in a condition where nobody is there to help. Then Gajendra started thinking, there must be somebody in the planet, in the universe, who must be having some capacity to help me, or some intention to help me, or both to help me. To whomsoever it may concern, I am writing this letter of prayer. Please come and help me. There must be some Lord of this universe. There must be some Master. Whomever I know, whomever I am able to see around me, nobody is able to help me. But there must be somebody, right? Some power, some energy, some energetic person, some powerful person who has the ability and intention to help me. Whoever that may be, I'm offering that prayer to you. Please come and help me. So with this mood, with this intention, Gajendra began to offer prayers after 1,000 years of struggle. Now, how did Gajendra get this thought of offering a prayer? Some time back we discussed that Gajendra is completely absorbed in his elephant body, elephant identity. Suddenly, Gajendra recollected a prayer that he has memorized, he has learned in his past life. How can he do that? Krishna gave that remembrance to Gajendra. Krishna gave that remembrance. Why did Krishna give that remembrance? Because Krishna did not have undue expectations. Does it make sense? Okay, let me put it this way. Because Krishna is grateful. Krishna is grateful. To whom? To Indrajamana Maharaj. For what? Because Indrajamana Maharaj worshipped Krishna in some way in the past life. Krishna remembered all that worship. You may worship Krishna and you will forget also. You may forget. But Krishna never forgets. Even 10 lifetimes back also, or 100 lifetimes back also, if you have done little service to Krishna, that service could be as small as offering a flower to Krishna, offering a tulsi leaf to Krishna, or offering little water to Krishna. Even for that little service that we have done 10 lifetimes back also, Krishna remembers it. His memory is so much. His memory never gets full. It's not 1 TB or 10 TB. Memory is unlimited. Krishna remembers every single thought that crossed our minds, every single service that we have ever done since time immemorial. And Krishna remembers and he also becomes grateful for it. Krishna is grateful for whatever seva we do. You can repeat one shloka. Tulasīdala matrena jalasya chulukeena va vikrinite svamatmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsalaha. Tulasīdala matrena. Just offer a tulsi leaf to Krishna. Jalasya chulukeena va. Offer little water to Krishna. Ganga water. And you know what Krishna thinks? This devotee has purchased me with this payment of tulsi leaf and Ganga water. Krishna becomes your property. Krishna is sold out to us just by that. Of course, if you do it with devotion. Krishna is very grateful. Tasmad bhavantam anavadyam anantaparam sarvagnamishwaram akuntha vikuntha dhishnyam nirvinnadhi ahamuhe vrijina bhitapto narayanam narasakham sharanam prapadye. Very beautiful shloka spoken by Uddhava in the 11th canto of Bhagavatam. One word is very significant here. He says, Krishna, you are Sarvagna. Krishna is Sarvagna. Sarvagna means one who knows everything. Because Krishna is Sarvagna, he is also Kritagna. Sarvagna means knower of everything. Kritagna means one who remembers everything and one who reciprocates with every service that is done to him. Because Krishna is Sarvagna, he is Kritagna. Sarvagna means one who knows everything. Sarva means everything. Gna means to know. To be knowledgeable about. To be aware of. To be aware of everything. That is Sarvagna. And what is Kritagna? Krita means that which has been done. The favors that others do to us. The services that others do to us. The support that others give us. That is Krita. Kritagna. Gna means to remember it. Kritagna means Kritagna, gratitude. Kritagna means one who remembers, knows and remembers every single favor that one has received from others. That is Kritagna. Every single favor that others have done, he remembers. And not only remembers, he reciprocates also. Krishna is the supreme Kritagna. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the supreme in exhibiting all qualities. He remembers all the services, all the worship done by Indradyumna Maharaj. Now Indradyumna Maharaj is in a difficulty in the next life as Gajendra. Because he is in difficulty, the Lord reciprocated. The Lord reminded Indradyumna Maharaj, means Gajendra, you offer this prayer. Last lifetime you have learned one prayer, right? You repeat it. I will come and protect you. Krishna gave that inspiration to Gajendra from within. Therefore, we should remember some prayers. Whether you know the meaning or not, whether you are excited to remember the prayer or not, somehow or the other, try to keep a prayer in your memory. It could be Gajendra's prayers, or Kunti Mata's prayers, or Vritrasura's prayers. All three we discussed in this visit. We began with our Adilila of Kuwait visit is Kunti Maharaj's prayers. We discussed for 4 or 5 days, right, continuously. And in the Madhya, we discussed Vritrasura's prayers. Now we are about to discuss Gajendra's prayers. Remember some prayers. Remembering some prayers will rescue us even in the next lifetime. It's good. What prayers do you know? What prayers do you know? Do you remember now at this moment? Narasimha prayers, very good. And you? Vritrasura's prayers, you remember? Oh, tell me one shloka. How can the audience be silent? Encourage her by clapping at least. A little girl is reciting a prayer and you are all silent. Encourage her. Be expressive. Yes. What prayers do others remember? Little older kids. Yes. 10th grade. 10th. You are also 10th? 12th. Okay. You are senior most. Narasimha prayer, no? Something more. Your sister spoke Rudrasur. At least you should do something more. Any Bhagavatam prayers? Okay. Okay, fine, no problem. You should. The other day, Kshiraj,
Yes.
he spoke 8-9 shlokas of Kunti's prayers continuously. They came for lunch, 8 prayers continuously. He said, I know only 3. I said, speaks 3. Then he spoke 8. Generally, people do over promising and under delivery. He did under promising and over delivery. Anyways, so we need to remember some prayers. That is Prabhupada's recommendation. At least remember this one prayer, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Everybody knows that, right?
Yes.
Hare Krishna Mantra, everybody knows, no? Very good, thank you. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is praying to Krishna and Radharani, please engage me in your service. That at least we should never forget. If we can remember more prayers, that's even more great. So Gajendra remembered these prayers and started offering the prayers. Now we will start our class at 7:58. We have 2 more minutes to complete the class, but now we are starting the class, Gajendra's prayers. Maybe I'll speak a few prayers. So many prayers are there. 2 prayers. Namo namaste khilakaranaya nishkaranaya adbhutakaranaya sarvagamamnaya maharnavaya namopavargaya parayanaya. Read the 15th shloka, 8.3, 15th shloka. You can recite after me. Namo namaste khilakaranaya nishkaranaya adbhutakaranaya sarvagamamnaya maharnavaya namopavargaya parayanaya. Namo namaste akhila karanaya. Gajendra is offering prayer to the Lord, not even taking his name. Akhila karanaya, oh Lord, you are the cause of all causes. Akhila karanaya. You are the cause of all causes. Second, nishkaranaya. You yourself don't have a cause. Krishna causes everything. He is the creator of everything. He himself does not have a creator. Nobody created Krishna, but Krishna created everything. Aham sarvasya prabhava mattaha sarvam pravartate. Right? Therefore, he is adbhuta karanaya. He is the wonderful cause of everything. Clear so far? Namo namaste akhila karanaya means Krishna is the cause of everything. Second, nishkaranaya. He himself does not have a cause. Third, adbhuta karanaya. Therefore, you are the most wonderful cause of everything. Clear? Sarvagamamnaya maharnavaya namopavargaya parayanaya. Sarva agama amnaya maharnavaya means you are like a great ocean in which all the rivers of spiritual or scriptural paths culminate. The scriptures are showing so many paths to reach God. So all these paths are like rivers and Krishna is like ocean. Right? All the spiritual paths, bona fide spiritual paths must culminate in the ocean, reach the ocean. Then, Namo Pavargaya Parayanaya. You are the supreme shelter of all those who are desiring liberation. You are the shelter of devotees. Okay, for those who are sincerely taking notes, let me tell you once again the meaning of this shloka. Number 1, Krishna is the cause of all causes. Akhila Karanaya. Number 2, Krishna himself doesn't have a cause. Nishkaranaya. Number 3, he is the wonderful cause of everything. Adbhuta Karanaya. Number 4, he is like an ocean in which all the rivers culminate. All the rivers of scriptural paths reach the ocean of Krishna. Basically, all scriptures are meant to take us to Krishna. Then 5th, he is the shelter of all transcendentalists, all liberation seekers. Okay, clear? Let's go to another shloka. Gunaradichhanna chidusmapaya tatkshobha vispurjita manasaya naishkarmya bhavena vivarjitagama swayam prakashaya namaskaromi. We'll go to the next shloka. Madrak prapanna pashupasha vimokshadaya Madrak prapanna pashupasha vimokshadaya. Okay, half line at a time. Madrak prapanna pashupasha vimokshadaya muktaya bhuri karunaya namolayaya swamshena sarvatanubhrit manasi pratita pratyagdrishe bhagavate brihate namaste. Let's try full line. Madrak prapanna pashupasha vimokshadaya muktaya bhuri karunaya namolayaya swamshena sarvatanubhrin manasi pratita pratyagdrishe bhagavate brihate namaste. Did we recite this prayer recently in any of our sessions? I remember speaking this very recently. No, right? Okay. Madrak prapanna pashupasha vimokshana. We spoke, definitely. Artha nivritti, anartha nivritti, some in that. Anartha nivritti and artha pravritti in that. Pashupasha. Bondage. No, not this. In karma bandhan. Hridaya granthi. In that class we discussed. Anyways, I'll say the meaning quickly. I'll go to another shloka. So, in this shloka we see that Madrak prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya. Krishna, you are known to liberate people who are in bondage. When animals like me surrender to you, you release us from bondage. You relieve us from bondage. Right? Muktaya, because you yourself are never bound. Who is a qualified liberator? Who has the ability to liberate us? One who is never bound by anything. First quality, they should have the capacity to protect us. That is muktaya. Second quality, bhuri karunaya. They should have the compassion to protect us. Third quality, alayaya. They should have cognizance. Capacity, compassion, cognizance. You know what is cognizance? To be aware of. To be aware of. Means they should have the compassion, they should have the capacity to help us. They should have the compassion to help us. They should also be aware that we need help. They may have the ability to help us, but they should know that I need help. Right? If they don't know that I need help, how can they help me? Say if I am tied to this pillar, who can release me from this bondage? Someone who is not tied only can release. Means they should have the capacity. Even if he is not tied, he will not release me if he doesn't have kindness or compassion. So, capacity ke saath compassion also is required. Okay, he has capacity also, compassion also, but he is looking in a different direction. He is not even seeing me. He is not even aware that I am bound. How will he help me? So, capacity, compassion and cognizance, awareness. Cognizance means awareness. In other words, ability, intention and awareness. Ability, intention, awareness, or capacity, compassion, cognizance. 3 C's. Capacity, compassion, cognizance, or ability, intention and awareness. These are the 3 qualities of a person who is a protector. Now, how does Krishna know what we are going through? Paramatma, correct. Swamshena sarvatanubhrin manasi pratita pratyagdrishe bhagavate brihate namaste. Swamshena. Swa-amshena means by his own expansion, Paramatma. Krishna stays in the hearts of every single living being. Therefore, he is aware of our moods and our needs and our deeds. He is aware of everything about us. Our moods, our needs, and our deeds. He is aware of everything. Now, please be confident. Did you ever perform a good activity, nice activity, and no one recognized it? No one encouraged you? No one acknowledged you? Huh? It happened anytime? Just now it happened. She recited such a beautiful shloka, nobody clapped her hands. Not like that anything happened in your life? You did something great and nobody even acknowledged that? Don't worry. Krishna is acknowledging. Krishna is aware of what we have done. Have you done a bad activity and no one recognized it? Anytime? I did many times. Right? We have done something wrong and no one came to know about it. When we do something good and if nobody knows it, nobody acknowledges it, we feel disappointed. When we do something bad and no one knows about it, we'll feel happy. Happens, right? We will happy. Actually, it should be the other way around. But please understand, whether we do good or bad, Krishna is always aware of everything. So, Krishna is aware of every good thing that we have done. That gives us so much of hope and encouragement. But Krishna is also aware of every bad thing we have done. As Paramatma, he is observing us, constant witness. The outside CC camera may not function sometimes, but the inside CC camera is 24/7 active. And that CC camera may not record everything. But this is a camera, it records high definition videos, audios. That CC camera only records our actions, but this CC camera records our thoughts also, our desires also, our feelings also, our emotions also, our envy is detected. Our motives are detected. Sometimes we may hide our motives in front of others, but Krishna knows all our motives. What is his intention? Krishna knows everything clearly. Anyways, in the current situation, Gajendra is not getting help from anyone. Gajendra thought, oh Lord, you have the awareness of my situation. You have the ability to help me. You have the intention to help me. You have the capacity to help me. You have the compassion to help me. You are cognizant of my condition. Please come and help me. Gajendra offered this prayer. And in response to this prayer, Lord Vishnu descended on the back of Garuda. Whenever the devotees are in difficulties, Krishna descends. He descended on the back of Garuda, released his Sudarshan Chakra. Actually, when Gajendra is praying like this, all the devatas were thinking, Gajendra never called us. Did he call? Oh Shiva, please come and protect me. Brahma, come and protect me. Indra, come and protect me. Chandra, Varuna, Vayu. He did not call anybody. And he even said in the prayer that, oh Supreme Lord, of whom all the minor gods, smaller gods are expansions. And these devatas got offended. He is calling us minor expansions of the Lord. He is calling Lord Hari directly. Lord Hari doesn't come so easily. The animal will die. They were thinking like that, all the devatas. But when they were thinking, they looked at the Supreme Lord, Krishna, Vishnu, Lord Hari, descending on the back of Garuda as they were thinking. Then they thought again, my God, we committed such a great offense. We thought that Krishna will not come to protect this Gajendra, but he is coming actually. Means we committed an offense. To think that Krishna doesn't protect us is an offense. We discussed 10 offenses to holy name, right? Another offense to the Lord. Not holy name, to the Lord itself, who is not different from the holy name. To think that Krishna doesn't protect his devotees is an offense. To not have faith that Krishna is the protector of his devotees is an offense. And all the devatas committed that offense. So Krishna descended. And as Krishna is descending, all the devatas also are descending on their vehicles, on their carriers. They are offering prayers to Lord Vishnu. Oh Vishnu, please protect us. Sorry, we have offended you. So as Gajendra is offering prayers from bottom, the Lord is descending in response while receiving of prayers from other devatas. And the Lord released his Sudarshan Chakra and cut the throat of Gajendra. Crocodile, and saved Gajendra. संसारांभसि संभृत भ्रम भरे गंभीरता पत्रया ग्राहेणाभिगृहीत मुग्रगतिना क्रोशन्तमन्तर्भयात् दीप्त्रेणाद्य सुदर्शनेन विबुधा क्लान्तिच्छिदाकारिणा चिन्ता सन्ततिरुद्धमुद्धर हरे मच्चित्तदन्तीश्वरम्. Gajendra offered a prayer to the Lord, and the Lord descended on this back of Garuda and released the Sudarshan Chakra and protected Gajendra. Our minds are also like Gajendra only. Just like Gajendra's leg is caught by a crocodile, our minds are caught by the crocodile of Maya, crocodile of distraction, crocodile of sense gratificatory material desires. So we need to pray to the Lord, oh Lord, please release your Sudarshan Chakra, effulgent Sudarshan Chakra, and destroy the demons of my distractions. Destroy the demons of my desires, material desires. We need to pray to Krishna like this. Then Krishna will be kind enough to destroy all our distractions. And the best way to invoke the mercy of Krishna is to chant his names. Chant the names of the Lord. As soon as Gajendra saw Lord Narayana descending, Gajendra, although very weak because of fighting for 1,000 years, Gajendra picked up a lotus flower from the lake. Lotuses are growing and fading as the fight is going on. So he picked up a lotus from the lake and offered it to the Lord, saying, Narayana Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Oh Narayana, oh Akhila Guru, oh Bhagavan, Namaste. That's how Gajendra prayed. And finally chanted the name of the Lord. And the Lord protected. Not only protected Gajendra, when the Lord touched Gajendra's trunk and pulled him out of this lake, by the divine touch of the Lord's hand, Gajendra attained Sarupya Mukti. Gajendra developed a form, four-handed form similar to Vishnu Dutas. He got a form which is similar to Vaikuntanath. And with the touch of the crocodile, touch of the Sudarshan Chakra, the crocodile regained his original form as Huhu, Gandharva. He was a Gandharva named Huhu in his past life. We know that Gajendra was cursed by Agastya Rishi. But this Huhu was cursed by Devala Rishi. Once Devala Rishi is doing some Sandhya Vandan, and this Huhu Gandharva, along with his wife, is playing in the water, bathing in the water. And he thought, let me just go and do something with the sage. So he went underwater and pulled the legs of the sage as he was doing Sandhya Vandan, offering his prayers. Then the sage said, you are behaving like a crocodile. I curse you to become a crocodile. Then Huhu became a crocodile. Now that crocodile was relieved from this curse and again regained his form as Gandharva Huhu. Sometimes even curses by great sages are like blessings. Curses are like blessings. Devala Rishi's curse was a blessing on the crocodile because the crocodile finally saw the Supreme Lord Vishnu. And Agastya Rishi's curse on Indrajumna is also like a blessing because he got Sarupya Mukti. So we should have the maturity to see misery as mercy of Krishna. When we have a positive mindset, when we have a spiritual vision, we will see even misery as mercy of Krishna. We will see even a curse as a blessing. Bhagavatam trains our consciousness to see our life situations in this way. It may be difficulty, but the difficulty is a blessing. If only we have that vision. We need to develop that vision as practicing devotees. Situations may be very unpleasant. We have to strive our best to come out of the unpleasant situations. Whatever is humanly possible, we should do. But when things go beyond the human capacity, we should also have the maturity to accept the situation, considering it as mercy of Krishna. How can I best utilize this situation to intensify my remembrance of Krishna, intensify my bhakti for Krishna? That should be the consciousness of a devotee. That's what Bhagavatam teaches us, repeatedly teaches us. I'm very grateful to all the devotees at Kanayadesh in this extended stay. I think in no country I stayed for a long time, for such a long time. In some countries I stayed for a long time, Australia, US, but at one place. When I go to a country, I go to multiple places in that country. But in one country, one place, staying for a long time is for the first time in my life. Anyways, in this extended stay, I got to learn so many things. I could witness wonderful and exemplary sadhana in this home, which is not different from a temple. So Prabhuji and Mataji. Every day there is Mangalarti happening. Morning Japa session online. Morning Japa talk on Katha in the morning. Evening Gaurarti every day. Prabhuji is the Pujari, head Pujari. Not only in this home, we are head Pujari in multiple homes, right? So there is a lot of devotional service, Ravanam, Kirtanam, Archanam, Smaranam going on in this home, Vaishnava home. And devotees have been very cooperative, kind, loving, eager to hear Krishna Katha, very receptive, very loving, caring, personal, mainly simple-hearted, very simple-hearted, humble, and even for 10-year-old kids, 9-year-old kids to sit for 1.5 hours class like this, silently, calmly, without making any noise, is also rare. There is no restlessness in anyone here. All are in goodness, sattvagun. I didn't see passion, I didn't see rajogun here in this couple of weeks, 2 weeks almost. So I'm very grateful to all of you, each and every one of you. I may or may not know everyone's name, but right from receiving me in the airport till this moment, I received a lot of affection and personal touch by so many devotees here, especially our Anuttam Gopal Prabhu, who called me since last year. He has been calling me somehow. This year I manifested. Very grateful to all of you, and especially special thanks to all the devotees who have been coming with prasadam. Although I'm unable to reciprocate with you sufficiently, but I thank all the mothers who prepared elaborate prasadam, especially some lunch like 10 items, 12 items like that. I can't even take one morsel from each also. I have limited capacity in that. But I acknowledge their emotion, acknowledge their sincerity and service attitude, and I express my humble obeisances and gratitude to all of you for being what you are. All I can say is I can offer my sincere, humble prayers to the Lord so that He can retain your simplicity, your service attitude, your commitment to the path of bhakti. Performing bhakti in such an ambience is not that easy, but you're doing it great. You're doing very well, because atmosphere is not very conducive. Still, you are coming for satsangs, discussing Harikatha, practicing bhakti, preaching, amidst so many constraints. If everything is set, then it's easier to practice. But if there are so many difficulties, if still we are inspired to practice, that shows a higher level of commitment, deeper level of commitment to the path. I have seen that commitment levels in this community. My heart is overwhelmed with gratitude. Although the situation is extended, I never saw a trace of impatience in the devotees here, especially Prabhuji. Very mature, very service-oriented, especially taste for Harikatha. In my personal life, I value three things a lot. One, taste for Krishna Katha. Two, genuine Vaishnava character that includes qualities like humility, gratitude, compassion, and kindness, tolerance. So I like these characters, these Vaishnava qualities. And thirdly, what I value the most is Vaishnava relationships, friendships, cooperation, collaboration. So these three things are of utmost importance, at least in my understanding of Bhagavatam or the teachings of my spiritual parampara. These three things are very, very dear to my heart. Friendly relationships amongst Vaishnavas, and qualities, Vaishnava qualities like humility, compassion, gratitude, and others. Then taste for Harikatha. I could witness all three nicely in this little community. I am very grateful to all of you, every single one, Anuttam Gopal Prabhu and Mataji, Sadananda Shyam Prabhu, Shivani and family. I don't know other names. Adilakshmi and family. And Shiva Guna Prabhu there, Amala Arjun Prabhu, Vraja Prakash Prabhu, and who else? I may not recollect all the names, but I can see their faces and I understand. Afternoon, some Bengali, Kerala, some team is coming with elaborate prasadam. Parvati and family, Ksheraj and family. Kids remember, I remember fast. Kids names I remember fast. So Anaya and family. So I thank every single one of you. And if there is any inconvenience caused from my end, if there is any mistake that I have done, either in dealings or in my classes or in any other way, I beg your forgiveness for any inconvenience caused from my side. I beg for your blessings. And I hope this is the last class. I sincerely hope that tomorrow I need to go at least. Every day we are having a post-dated check. But anyways, we are ready to accept whatever is the inevitable. But still, at least till 1 hour back, Prabhuji doesn't commit so easily, in the sense that he never gives unnecessary promises. He's very clear in his communication. He doesn't give any false hopes or false promises. But when he said that this could be last class, I am trusting his his words. And thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. And whoever is on the phone and online, my humble obeisances to all of you here also. Because today in front of me, so many devotees are there, but all dandavats to devotees inside the phone also. Hare Krishna.
Before we conclude, sir, any questions?
No questions. This is a good conclusion. Any reflections you can share? Questions I can answer anytime, other time.
We are also fortunate to come this visiting devotee always visiting only for 4 or 5 days or 2 3 days. So we are also very fortunate.
Fortunate.
From hearing Krishna Katha. So Prabhu already explained whatever happenings us we have to take as Krishna's decision, Krishna's plan. So I am requesting also from our side, do you have any mistakes?
No possibility only. Your hearts are filled with simplicity and service attitude. How can there be any mistake? And I never had expectations. I'm grateful. So no unreasonable expectations, therefore only gratitude. Thank you very much. Anything you want to say?
There's one. Can I read this question?
Yeah, please. Question? Okay, you can read.
I am in the Gajendra stage of my life.
All of us, at least me.
Does it mean that Paramatma is neglecting?
Paramatma never neglects us. I hope it's audible to them. Paramatma never neglects us. We neglect Paramatma. That's the cause of all our problems. We neglect him. Our neglect is the cause of our problem. Paramatma never neglects anyone. Even if somebody commits such abominable and sinful activities and becomes worm in a stool also, Paramatma doesn't neglect. He stays in the heart. You know what is negligence? Paramatma can choose, I will not stay in this fellow's heart. Did he ever say that? Does he ever do that? Ishvara sarva bhutanam hridyeshe arjuna tishtati. Ishvara stays in the hearts of every single living entity. Not only human beings, not only Vaishnavas, not only sincere sadhakas, even in insincere sadhakas' hearts also he stays. He never neglects. We only neglect. We have to admit that we have been neglectful towards him. And we have to rectify that mistake. Instead of justifying it, we have to rectify that mistake and stop neglecting him. Because I have a problem, he is neglecting me. Your problem is you have neglected him. But we are not considering this as a problem. We are considering other things as problem. I have back pain, this is a problem. I have headache, that is problem. I have this problem, that problem. These are not the problems. Our real problem is we forgot Krishna. Forgetfulness of Krishna and lack of Krishna consciousness is our real problem. Our financial problems, health problems, relationship problems, other problems are not problems. They're imaginations. We have superimposed some artificial identity on ourselves. Because of this artificial identity, imposition of artificial identity, we have so many problems. Once you relinquish that identity, all problems will fly away. Only one problem remains. We don't remember Krishna. Solution is remember Krishna. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
So before we conclude, thank you, Prabhu, first of all, for accepting our invitation to come to Kanaya Desh. It's been a long desire to have your physical association, and by Krishna's plan, we got a extended physical association of yours. So thank you once again, Prabhu, and hopefully you can have your association in the future as well.
Hari. But one good thing that happened in this extended stay is I focused on completing my book, not my book, Sanatana Goswami's book, Bharat Maharaj. When I landed here, I'm somewhere in 3rd chapter in their home, in your home. Now I'm in 6th chapter, and chapters are very long, few hundred pages each chapter. At least 250, 270, 300 slokas in each chapter. I think I wrote at least 80 pages minimum in this, in your place. So more than half of the book I have written here. So whenever I see Bharat Maharaj, I see Kanaya Desh. I remember Kanaya Desh. Enter Gopakumar's journey has become my journey to Kanaya Desh. So as soon as the book is published, I will send you copies. I don't know whether so many copies can come into your country. That you decide. Logistics you decide. But from my side, I would like to make this offering to this place, which is the birthplace of that book, in one sense. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
We seek your prayers and blessings, Prabhu, so that we can steadily move forward on the path of Bhakti.
Same.
And please come again.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
First send me, then I'll come again.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So we have notes. I'm packing the notes. Maya makes us forget our past life.